Hello and welcome back to The Pulse. Today, I'm with Cindy from Wishing Star. Cindy, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So talk about a little bit what you do and what the nonprofit does here in Spokane.
So, what I do is one of the most rewarding jobs I feel in town
Hmm.
because it all involves giving back and helping kids between the age of 3 and 21. With the Wishing Star Foundation grants wishes to kids ages 3 to 21 who are terminal or have a life-threatening illness. So what I do, I'm Director of Community Partners and Development. So I go out there in the community and I work with businesses and sponsors and folks that want to support our mission, bring them into our fold, and then, gosh, from there it can go any which way.
That's awesome. I've heard of Wishing Star before. We have one of our hosts, Gabe. You might know him. He had cancer early on and do something on that.
Yes, Gabe, I'm sure as you know,
Yeah.
is pursuing a career in race car driving.
Hmm.
And Gabe was before my time with Wishing Star.
Okay.
The wish that we granted him, he went back to a racetrack. I don't remember where, but it led to a lifelong passion, and now he's pursuing that. And that has happened several times over 38 years of which Wishing Star has existed. We have helped wishes for kids. We have a UW graduate this year who went into graphic design, originating from the wish that we granted him. So instrumental from the time we're with them all the way beyond that initial wish that we grant.
Well, that's awesome. God
Yeah.
bless that.
Thank you.
And Wishing Star, I mean, that helps those kids who are going through such a hard time.
Yes.
And they'll tell you, I mean, it sucks what
Yep.
they're going through, but
Yep.
for Make a Wish to do what they do.
Yes. I spoke to Gabe the other day, and gosh, it was fun to see him and meet him. We have a large, we have served over 6,000 families in the state of Washington.
That's awesome.
Our second largest service areas, the Tri-Cities. We have kids all the way over on the west side and also into north and central Idaho. So to meet Gabe after he has been through the program, it's so rewarding to hear how it impacted his life. So we do that initial wish, and then we've got two other programs after that that keeps our wish kids with us.
Okay, why don't
Yeah.
you elaborate on those
Yeah,
programs?
so the first program is our wish granting program, and that's obvious. So we grant their wish, which can be as different as the kids. And if they can wish it, boy, we're going to do our best to make it happen. It can include travel wishes. It can include meeting a famous, movie star, athlete. It could be something to a backyard makeover, which we have done. So it varies, and however we can do it, that's where I come in and muster up in-kind donations, time, talent, funding, and this community is just beyond generous and supportive of those wishes. The second program is Beyond the Wish. So once the kids come in to our program and we grant the wish, we're not done with them. We've loved on them. We have supported them. We get to know the parents. We get to know their siblings. So we have Beyond the Wish for not only the wish kid, but the siblings and the parents.
Oh, that's awesome.
So before COVID, that included baseball games or concert tickets or Disney on Ice, where as a community, they can all gather together. They're with other kids in the Wishing Star program. They've forged friendships. The parents are supportive of each other. And we were able to do those group activities. COVID hit, and Wishing Star decided we're not going to put our head in the sand and wait till the sun comes out. We decided to push forward and really add on to this program. So that included supplying PPEs for these families, for these kids that cannot need to be germ-free, cannot be ill. The
Right.
parents need that extra supply of masks and gloves and sanitary wipes. And so we stepped forward with that. We stepped forward with helping kids that needed extra assistance. We've we purchased just in the last year a couple generators. We have done, adaptable medical equipment to provide for them the services of which they struggle with, or programs that aren't available.
Right.
So that's what COVID really expanded that program. And then last, we have after the wish. So when a wish kid passes, we have now implemented this program to help with funerals. So that might include the expense of the funeral, counseling, any way we can support the family. And then
Anything to help them
Yep.
get through the grief of losing a child or losing
Exactly.
a sibling.
And after 6 months, we take the parents and offer them a getaway trip so that they can begin that healing process. So
is
we,
wonderful.
we take an approach of a holistic approach to support the entire family.
That's just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, to do that for the families and not on top of that, the kid, most importantly,
Right.
is wonderful.
Yeah.
And this community thanks you, thanks the foundation itself
Yeah.
for doing so. And how do you guys raise the money in order to do this?
Well, during COVID, lots of grants and lots of small and large, actually. We've had some amazing support from local businesses here. And then we become third-party fundraising recipients. We have a couple coming up as we speak. We have, I'll mention, the Wonder Building downtown, right there by the arena. The Wonder Building has some fabulous restaurants and bakery and coffee, and they're going to do a winter market starting November 20th through December 18th, every Saturday from 10 to 2. Kids can come down, there'll be games, there'll be hot chocolate, there'll be vendors, artisans, food. So it's a family fun event. It's free, and Wishing Star will receive a portion of those proceeds.
That's good.
We have another one. We have partnered with Wendy's. Wendy's has always been involved with our Send a Friend a Goat campaign, which always is in the spring. But they wanted to do more, and they wanted to give back. So 11 of the Wendy's locations are going to do a community night where a portion of the proceeds from 5 to 7 p.m. will go back to Wishing Star. So that will be in December. And then we have one coming up November 27th, Thanksgiving weekend. That's a Saturday. Brothers Flooring has just been one of our biggest supporters, and they are hosting a wrestling match, which they have brought to town, called Relentless Wrestling. And it'll be held out in Liberty Lake at Trailbreaker Cider. And so that's another one where we will get that third-party funding. So we're always partnering and looking for ways to bring money in the door.
And opportunities too to bring entertainment or whatever to kids, to
Yes.
the community itself.
Yes.
And God bless. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just awesome. Is there any other ways that Wishing Star helps the community in any other ways? The technology sector, I think we were talking about.
Yes,
the
that's
education.
that is another, super excited to launch this program. This is our Vigo program.
Okay.
This is an educational resource that's going to be offered to our kids probably within the next 4 weeks. We are working on just the last of those details, but these are robotic monitors that allow our Wish kids to go to school in real time from the
Really?
hospital or their home. So
Awesome.
we are the only organization west of the Mississippi that has access to this. And so Wishing Star, in partnership with Northwest Farm Credit Services, has funded us to purchase 5 of these. And so they're about 3 feet tall. They're robots, and our Wish kiddos will be on their device at home on a laptop or whatever they, Kindle, a tablet, and they will be at school from their bed via this. Think of Skype on wheels.
Okay.
So they're in the classroom,
Kind of like Zoom.
like Zoom,
Yeah.
and they can correspond with their classmates. We'll have bot buddies that will be assigned to this Vigo, and it's in real time. They can raise their hand. They can talk back and forth with the
Interact
teacher.
with
They can-
everyone around.
They can walk down the hall.
So that the child is actually
Yes.
or has the experience of being in school.
Exactly. They walk down the hall with their classmates, they lunch with their classmates, and so that connection of keeping them mentally, in touch with their peers helps so much, as they're doing their journey, their battle back home or in the hospital. And I think it's going to be a great program to teach our children, our teenagers in the school, within the school districts, to have compassion, to take, even though he's out of sight, sometimes, out of sight, out of mind. And so we want to teach compassion and,
It's just a great opportunity for these kids to feel a sense of normalcy.
It is.
Normalcy, or
Yeah.
the word normalcy.
Yeah, normalcy.
Normalcy.
Yep. So
And-
we're super excited to launch that. That will start, like I said, probably in the next month. So
Awesome.
we have a lot going on.
Yeah, sounds like a lot on your guys' plates, and you're actually down someone.
We
right?
are.
Yeah.
We are a small team. We had 4. We're down to 3 at the moment. We have served over 6,000 families.
Mm-hmm.
We have granted over 1,600 wishes.
God bless.
And we wear many, many hats. In fact, we have, again, thank you, COVID, had to cancel our in-person annual flagship event called Wishes and Wine. We've always done one in Spokane. We've always done one in Tri-Cities. A live event, 300 people, the music, the live auction.
Yep.
COVID fixed that, so this year, we are taking it to the virtual platform. So it will be
Okay.
an online auction. That will start November 13th at 10 a.m. People can log on, wishingstar.org/wishes and wine, and they can browse without signing up or registering. You can go in and just shop, behind the camera. And then once you find, or if you see something you'd like, why then you would go in and register and start the bidding. But it's going to go for a whole week, November 13th to November 20th.
And all the proceeds go to Wishing Star itself.
Yep, November 20th at 6 o'clock. We're shutting it down. Highest bidders will get, what they won. We have a trip to Mexico. We have a trip to Arizona. We've got lots of Chef Chad White is donating a catered dinner for 10 people. We've got Coeur d'Alene Christmas Cruise, night at the Coeur d'Alene Resort,
Been
Legends
there, done that.
Casino. We've got all kinds of things and lots of Christmas ideas, gifts as well.
Awesome.
So,
Well,
yeah.
Hopefully that goes well.
Yes.
And that Wishing Star and these fundraisers is able to raise the money necessary to help keep granting these wishes.
Thank you. We've been really blessed in that, being that we're local, being that dollars that come in our door go to children within the region. We are at the point now where we have businesses calling us and saying, "Hey, how can we help?" We have a year-long campaign with City Thrift out in Coeur d'Alene.
Okay.
And that's a thrift store, beautifully appointed, new and used goods. So a portion of the used goods that are sold
Goes
goes to Wishing Star, and they'll come over to Spokane and pick up your stuff.
Okay, so kind of like Goodwill, but local.
Yeah, they'll come get it.
Yeah.
We have a year-long partnership with Dr. Brian Hill. And he is a dentist out north, and any new patients that come in that pick Wishing Star as one of 3 organizations, he'll donate. So, if we do these year-long campaigns and big ones pop up here and there.
You can continue and even
Yeah.
grant more wishes on top of the ones that you already do.
And we are working on about 37 wishes right now with another 42, 43 in line after that.
Okay.
So we
And
continue to grow.
If someone wanted to donate directly, what's the website they would go to again?
wishingstar.org. We also have a text to give. They can text 24365, like 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Makes
Very
sense.
easy to remember.
Clever.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we are busy, and we are growing, and we are.
Likewise with us.
Yeah. And so, thank you for having me
Yeah,
on.
of
and
course. Of course. We're always pleased to have any nonprofit, especially Wishing Star, on our
Yeah.
programs.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
in.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining in. Have a wonderful day.